Hello and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. This is going to be an XRP discussion. In order to begin, let me say this. I went live as well, and now XRP is being dubbed a scam because no one saw the promise switch moment. It didn't drop as low as some predicted, though some predicted it would go to under 20 cents. I've heard that instead, and it seems to be maintaining its stability there. Nonetheless, I anticipate a change in that. In my opinion, the conclusion of that case is imminent, and once it occurs, XRP will certainly experience a meteoric price increase. But perhaps something more significant is taking place. In this video, we'll discuss it further. First, I'd like to ask the group a question. Do you recall the escrow that has become so taboo in recent discourse? You may recall that in 2018, ex-Ripple executive Dilip Rao predicted that all of the XRP held in escrow for nostro replacement as a bridge currency or other use cases would eventually be owned by institutions. Currently, there is much conjecture regarding this escrow. Several commentators have predicted that the SEC will obtain compensation through a settlement. Some have speculated that the Fed will seize the money at some point and put it to use in the banking system. People have speculated that Ripple will be forced to destroy it. And I'm curious as to your predictions. As for me, this is how I see it. The escrow will likely be kept by Ripple. I think they plan to gradually distribute it to other partners, thereby creating additional on-demand liquidity corridors. But please share your thoughts in the section below. Then I have a question about this as well. Accordingly, a swift victory over the SEC by Ripple XRP is highly desirable. If the rules surrounding XRP are made clear, First World Finance will have a superior system to nostro vostro. Keep in mind nostro vostro, where Ripple has the key to $27 trillion in assets that could send XRP soaring. I think they will try to find a key at some point. But, what do you think of nostro vostro? Next, there was always this. As for an alternative to Ripple, Lightning Network has long been touted by Bitcoin enthusiasts. By doing this, Bitcoin's place in the new financial system will be cemented. That, however, appears to be subject to rapid change. When compared to the current nostro vostro correspondent banking system, Lightning Network is a poor imitation. Two University of Illinois researchers have found holes in the Bitcoin Lightning Network, which they claim could be exploited in two different ways. In my view, this has always been the case. I reason that if Bitcoin ever proved to be a threat to a CBDC, the World Economic Forum would seize control of Bitcoin through Lightning Network, as it is a partner of the WEF. Maybe don't put an end to it, but don't let it be used in the ways that some are suggesting, like a Bitcoin-only private island. The paper claims that zombie attacks are a form of vandalism that can render a Lightning Network useless due to congestion. When some nodes are inaccessible, this is known as a zombie attack, and the funds tied to those nodes are frozen. According to the paper, the only way for honest nodes to defend against this attack is to close their channel and reconnect to the Bitcoin Layer 1 network. However, the double spend attack, another form of mass exit attack discovered by researchers, would incur substantial transaction costs. Overloading the Bitcoin Layer 1 blockchain with bogus closing transactions would require the cooperation of multiple malicious nodes. Due to network congestion, transaction fees are high, but attackers who can afford them can double spend Bitcoin without waiting. But this kind of attack is only feasible if one of the Lightning Network's guard stations is set up incorrectly. Why then would the new financial system incorporate the Lightning Network, given its known security flaws? So it is for this reason that I have always predicted Bitcoin's eventual obsolescence. Even so, I'm convinced there's room for one more blow off top inside. Later on in this video, I'll elaborate on that. Their plan calls for liquidity pools to be kept instead of banks holding the money in nostro vostro accounts, through the medium of the financial sector. No matter how well thought out the strategy may be, it will never be able to compete with Ripple's model. Nothing will ever be able to replace XRP. This kind of on-demand liquidity will never be replaced. No matter how many XRP killer scenarios or projects are proposed, I remain unconvinced. My skeptical nature prevents me from accepting this. Emails and speech drafts related to the former SEC official, William Hinman, could be made public in the Ripple lawsuit. This could be very damaging to Ripple, which has made significant progress over the last, how many years now, partnering with all those banks and with countries. As I mentioned before, the resolution of the lawsuit against Ripple has the potential to catapult XRP suddenly and unexpectedly. That's what I'm crossing my fingers will occur soon. Even though Judge Torres issued a summary judgment, Johnny Deaton claims that the SEC still wants to keep the emails and speech drafts involving Hinman under seal. Whether or not Judge Torres decides to seal the emails and speech drafts, I believe they will be released to the public at some point. And I think they will be released to the public. The time has come for this to happen. This will shed light on even more SEC corruption. Yellen, the U.S. Treasury Secretary. It is my pleasure to assure the committee members that our banking system is stable. What percentage of you think banks are safe to use? It's likely that the majority of you share my opinion that it's about to disintegrate at any moment. When people say things are looking up, I think it's fair to assume the worst. For this reason, the shutdown of US banks opens up opportunities for cryptocurrency in Europe. This is significant because Gary Gensler has partnered with Ripple in a lawsuit that also targets other cryptocurrencies, so it's almost like what's happening in the cryptocurrency world right now. He's slowing down innovation in the United States, and it appears that the banking system is also a factor in the flight of innovation to other countries. Europe can profit from the crisis as US crypto companies scramble to find alternatives to Silvergate and Signature Bank. When it comes to crypto-related developments, Europe has sometimes lagged behind the United States. This is especially true when measuring trading volumes or adoption of stablecoins in comparison to the United States. For a long time, it seemed like the United States was where crypto was at, but I think that's about to change. As far as innovation goes, I think Europe and the UK currently have a fantastic chance to leapfrog the United States. The United States Department of the Treasury has released a statement regarding the use of DeFi in unlawful financial transactions. And this is why it's so easy to dismiss crypto as the worst thing ever, for this very reason. Anyone considering entering the crypto industry should reconsider immediately. Putting money in there is a bad idea at any time. It has far too much potential for instability. In addition, it is associated with money laundering, drug trafficking, and other forms of global criminality. Innovation will fail as long as they maintain that mentality. In the United States, it will relocate abroad. If they lose to the SEC, Ripple is seriously considering leaving the country. This is why I stated that scenario cannot occur. Before it's too late, someone needs to take charge and make a change. To reduce the dollar's global hegemony, BRICS intends to create a more equitable system of monetary exchange. A new international reserve currency based on a basket of BRICS currencies was revealed by South Africa. However, there was also another development. Geopolitical alters the playing field significantly. The petrodollar and US economic hedge funds take a major hit from China's Iran-Saudi peace deal. I guarantee you that the dollar will crash soon. When it does, the stock market and Bitcoin are guaranteed to experience a bubble burst, and the value of all cryptocurrencies will soar. Now more than ever, there are calls for Bitcoin to be valued at $1 million. Indeed, this is why I have consistently tuned into the DHKP. Some analysts now predict that this scenario will play out by the end of the month, leading to a significant decline in the value of the US dollar. If that were to occur, I believe Bitcoin's price could quickly surpass $50,000, though its long-term trajectory is anyone's guess. By the time we celebrate Christmas this year, I expect to see significant changes in the crypto market. In my opinion, XRP, along with a few other altcoins and Bitcoin, will soon reach a new all-time high. If it reaches $1 million, that will be shocking. As a result, there are now rules in place that use a crypto-style bail-in to confiscate savings and retirement funds. We've had discussions about achieving equilibrium on this very channel, and if you take a look at the banking system, you'll see that they bailed out a couple of banks, but what would happen if a number of banks collapsed at once? That's beyond the means of the FDIC. So, they are just going to print money to save the banks, right? Spending that much on it is unrealistic at the moment. Yet another thing, we owe something like $32 trillion and will never be able to pay it back. They say, well, I'm waiting for that president to come in and balance the deficit, but that never happens. Obviously, that will never occur. It's time to face facts. That is why the Great Reset is so desired. But what they really want is a level playing field. In my opinion, the Fed is secretly pushing for that, but he's trying to say we're not ready for a CBDC just yet. Absolutely, and he plans to start looking for one right away. Oh, look at this now. Warning, possible fraud involving XRP. The hacking of India's most watched news channel pushed an ill-conceived XRP airdrop. Another Twitter account used by crypto attackers or hackers to spread malicious links, this time referencing a fake XRP airdrop, is India's News 24. These articles, in keeping with norm, falsely claim to be official Ripple event previews and even quote the CEO of a cryptocurrency firm, Brad Garlinghouse. There is currently no airdrop, and it is also imperative that you safeguard your cryptocurrency. The market, as I've said before, seems to be poised for a turnaround. It's imperative that you protect your XRP at all costs. When browsing the web, exercise caution. It's reiterated over and over again in the comment sections, don't engage with the bots on this channel. I do my best to get rid of them, but there are often just too many. Having said that, I'm going to end this video for now. To everyone who has been tuning in, I appreciate it. Many thanks to everyone who has watched my videos. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.